rock. CMB TV here with you. We're at Herman's Hideaway Tuesday, February 21st, isn't it? February 21st. Yes, I think so. I think it's February still. I got Rev with UNDERRIDE. Welcome to Denver, man.
Thank you for having me. Cheers.
Absolutely.
I love Denver.
First trip into Denver? Or?
Second
with UNDERRIDE?
We came through, on our first tour, promoting our new record, Distorted Nation, with the Mighty Tantric.
Yes. They formed out of Days of the New, didn't they?
They did indeed.
And Travis is actually playing here next month, so I'm excited for that. It's going to be a great show.
I saw the poster, yes. It's all coming full circle now.
Yes, it's a small musical community if you think about it.
Yeah, so we had a great time last time we were here in Denver. We played like this theater with this awesome pizza shop in the front of it. It was really good food and everything. So
Marquee Theater.
Yes,
the Marquee.
That's it.
Yep. Very tiny venue. Very tiny.
Yes, but good food.
Yep. Exactly. If you want New York pizza, go to Marquee. You guys know where it is.
It's awesome.
Right on. So the new album, Distorted Nation, man.
Yes.
I tell you what, that fucking album rocks, dude. I am so impressed with that. One of the greatest rock and roll albums, in my opinion, since Appetite for Destruction. And I bullshit you not, man.
Who paid you? Did Bart pay you to say that?
No, but I'm gonna write him a invoice after the show.
Well, we're broke, but you can send the bill.
I'll do that. I will.
That's that's a really nice compliment. That's a big deal to me because, we worked really hard on that record, and it's totally indie. We did it in our rehearsal space, which is this rat-infested, smelly little basement thing that we have in Seattle, and we've got just a silly little Pro Tools rig, Pro Tools LE. And we just kind of built it from nothing, but we worked really hard on it. And, when dudes like you say shit like that, that's why we did it, because we want to connect with people.
Man. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
I love it. I listened to it twice today.
Twice today.
Yep, exactly.
My God. Does that mean I'm going to have to actually sing the right lyrics tonight?
Possibly. That might be down there. We've got some paper if you want to write them down. You can
get the teleprompter.
Exactly. Get your little cheat sheets already. Sometimes I guess when you're recording in a little dingy place, and you're not dropping all kinds of money, the music gets more attention and you get that feel from that as opposed to working into a, $100,000 deal, and trying to get this all recorded. Yeah. And it shows through in the music, and I think it does, with the album, it proves that, the music was there.
That's pretty observant of you to say that because, that's what we tried to do. Like, we specifically tried to not sound like anybody else. We wanted to try to be exactly what we sound like when we play as a band, and like try to make it as pure. I know it kind of sounds maybe cliche to say that, but we specifically set out to do that. Like, let's just make a rock record that is the rock and roll that we like, which is just these five guys in this band. And so that's what we are. Mm-hmm. And it'll sound just like that on the stage tonight.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So this is your sophomore album, correct?
That's correct. But with this particular lineup, it's our first record. So, you can go back and listen to some of the other records, and you can hear that it's all straight up hard rock, but it does move. It changes a little bit because, when you change people in the band, it completely changes the dynamics of the band and how stuff's written and,
influences
totally. Like, so for example, with some of the guys that were in UNDERRIDE previously, we would have never done a Lady Gaga cover in a million years. I would have gotten beaten up, but these guys are they're really open to doing different stuff and kind of like trying to like bend the hard rock thing that we do in certain ways.
Push the boundaries.
So when they first said let's do Lady Gaga cover, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, how would we do that? Because I had just gone and seen her in Tacoma.
Yeah, they were telling me earlier that you were pretty high on the show for a few weeks afterwards.
Holy shit! Talk about badass rock show, and I mean that rock show, like totally, like flames and like guitar player and drummer that kicked ass, and she's out there working it and really singing and stuff. And I was like, wow. And then Bart and Princess were like, hey man, let's do a cover. And I was like, okay. Let's see what that's going to be like. So they both brought different versions of Paparazzi to our studio, and I jumped on the drums, and we took pieces of Bart's version and pieces of Princess's version and made the one
that's on the
record.
now.
Yeah, and I got to like kind of write the drum part, and then our drummer made it a real drum part. But it was fun because I got to play drums, and we kind of cooked it up right up on the spot. So, it's a weird little song that's kind of got its own vibe, because everybody either want to hate Lady Gaga or they love her. So the people that love Lady Gaga love that song, and the people that love to hate her love that song because
it's not Lady Gaga.
Her, right? So it's like, oh shit, we actually did something good here, and smart for the first time.
There you go. We're showing our age here already by you calling it a record, me calling it an album. What's it like trying to keep up some of these younger kids, and these younger bands that are out there? And
I mop up the floor with them all, man. Come on, I'll drink you all under the table. So we're still kind of getting our tour legs and going out there. But what's cool, is we're doing this Reverb Nation tour with Jeff Rains' band Rains, who's right there behind the camera.
Right behind the camera. There he is. The longest middle finger in rock and roll. There it is, guys. There it is.
And 3 Pill Morning. And then so Reverb Nation is bringing local bands and yesterday we played with these dudes, and they're going to hate me for not remembering their name, but they were like Iron Maiden, and they were awesome. So we're getting to see some really good music as we traverse the country. It's cool.
That's very cool that you're putting a local band on the bill on each stop.
Yeah.
You're getting some of these kids. Lost Point. They're not green behind the ears, I should say. They're pretty veteran to the touring regime and whatnot. But some of these other bands aren't. So to get a taste of kind of national acts and being on a bill with nationals, it's pretty cool that you do that for these guys, man.
Yeah, it's totally cool, and we get to see kind of what other musicians are doing in different pockets of the country. And I did check out those boys on the way out. I was on my computer on their MySpace page checking them out, and I read their bio, and they've done a lot of stuff too. They should be out on the road.
Yeah,
they're pretty good too. I think they're doing a record.
They've got a pretty big following out here. Their fans are they're rabid for Lost Point. You'll see them. They'll be singing every word to every song. And it's really cool.
Yeah,
it's going to be a great energy to a great show tonight.
Yeah, their vocalist is a really good singer too.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
Tyler. There you go, buddy.
I enjoyed his vocal stylings today in the van.
Yep.
Traveling in Vanna White.
In Vanna White, yeah. I
Yes.
saw you guys had a breakdown yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, going to the first show, we had to drive from Seattle all the way down to Dallas, Texas, and we almost got there, and she broke down. So, but the dudes at Childress Ford hooked us up and got us back on the road in like 2 hours. So, yeah, it worked out all right.
Right on, right on. I assume the Lady Gaga cover is in the set tonight.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Distorted Nation's been out for about a year now. So are you guys writing any new material? You got some stuff in the works? Anything that you might even throw into a set tonight?
We actually have an entire new record ready to go that we're working on and finishing right now in between tours. But none of it goes on to the set yet. Not yet. But we're still. I know the Distorted Nation record's been out technically, but we really didn't start promoting it and touring on it until like November of last year. So we kind of want to, let people check it out first and maybe get some interest. Well, especially since it's the best record since Appetite for Destruction.
Absolutely.
Hey, we got,
Check it out, guys. Check it out.
Those aren't my words.
No, they're mine.
I totally thought you were fucking with me too. I was like,
dead serious. No,
that's a big compliment because that's like one of the best. I agree. I mean, I love Guns, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, who doesn't, right?
You've got to, despite all the bullshit that they've gone through after Appetite,
Right.
Solid album.
Totally.
You cannot deny that.
Totally. Duff McKagan, if you want an opening band, please call me.
Yes, call him. Call him Duff.
Loaded is out there in Seattle too. We've played a couple shows with them. They're awesome. Duff and his wife, very nice people. His new record is really good. Okay. And I know they're going out on the road. But yeah, I mean that whole thing is like that whole straight up rock thing is like it's hard to find, Mm-hmm. It's like not. There's always like a little twist to it, or there's like a little gimmick or something like that. But to just find that stuff that's like totally pure, like pure alcohol, you can't really find it.
I was talking with a couple of the guys in the band earlier, and I was saying, it's 90% image and merchandising, and the music takes, a backstage to all the other stuff. They just want to promote
Yeah.
the look of the band and not so much the music. And,
Right.
it's a sad state, you know, when
Right.
you know these bands really, you know, don't know the difference between an A chord and you know, or whatever, you know. And
Right.
it's sad, you know.
Well, you know, I hope that there's, you know, the music industry is really changing a lot right now, you know, and with file sharing and the internet and stuff like that, there's good things about it and there's bad things about it. But what it's doing is it's like creating a resurgence in the live touring and merchandising part of it, because that's really like the last piece of it that's like left, is being out on the road, getting fans and getting them to, you know, buy your shirt or buy your album, because they probably already have your record for free, which is okay, I guess, to some degree. Especially if you come, you know, to see the band live and buy their t-shirt, then it's great. You know, it's really cool.
Yep.
So that's one of the things that we realized and are taking advantage of, or trying to play to our advantage with our new downloadable album tee. Which, so
This is interesting. You guys got to hear this. This is so cool.
should I tell them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Walrus, our drummer, the Walrus, he invented this process where he made what's called a serialized merchandise tag. So what it is a regular concert t-shirt, but on the inside, there's a QR code on the inside, and that QR code is unique to that t-shirt. And when you buy it, all you have to do is scan it with your smartphone, and it instantly gives you our record.
That is awesome.
It's totally badass. It's revolutiontees.com.
So yeah, we had a little post issues, but we're back with Rev. Sorry about that, guys. But we were just talking. You've got basically you're just gonna be doing a big loop of the country for the rest of the summer and whatnot. So
Right, we are. We're kind of spinning around a couple times. The first leg starts in Dallas, and then went to Albuquerque, and now we're here. And then we started heading north, then back through the Midwest, and then we jump on, and Rains does a co-headline, and we support with the Dreaming.
mm-hmm.
And then once we get through the Midwest again, then we're gonna head out with the Dreaming and start heading west. And then we go back through like Seattle, Montana, you know, Spokane. We got a big show in Spokane coming up too at the Knitting Factory, which is an awesome venue. And then we'll go south. So we'll do all California and then Vegas, baby.
right on, Vegas. You gotta love Vegas. A little gambling.
Oh,
and,
dude,
some
too
legalized
much.
stuff. Yeah, it's
Too much gambling.
Right on. Well, tell us again where we can get all your merchandise, all your albums. You know, where we can download all this stuff.
Distorted Nation, best new rock record.
Absolutely. Since Appetite. I stick by it. You may come down on me for it, but I stick by it.
I'm gonna keep making you say that.
I will. It'll be in the review as well.
Oh, sweet! I love that. And don't forget to send me the invoice too.
Oh yeah. For blowing smoke up their ass. They owe me money for this one. You know, big time.
Yeah. So underride.net, you know, and you can get the record anywhere online. You know, Rhapsody, iTunes, CD Baby, all of that stuff. It's everywhere digitally. So yeah.
Right on. Well, thank you, Rev. I appreciate
right.
you being with us. D-Rock with CMB TV here at Herman's Hideaway. Fuck yeah, we got an awesome show tonight, man. You better be here. We are out.
See ya.
Baby, I'm your biggest fan.